Welcome everybody to the Single and Stilettos Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima and I'm a matchmaker and dating coach at Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I'm also the founder of Single and Stilettos. Today we have on our show Nick Karson, and he's the author of The Power of Women Over Men and How to Use It. And I'm so excited to have him here today because today he's telling us how to win him over in the first 3 dates. And ladies, I know you're dying to know the answer to that, but before we jump into it, Nick, I would love for you to tell our audience a little bit about you and what made you write this book.
Well, I've been writing for quite a while, and I've got a lot of female friends. I always loved their company, and still do. So I have found myself giving a lot of man advice to a lot of women over the years for a long time, and usually with great success. So a lot of the things I was being asked were generally the same things, and I saw a pattern, and I toyed with the idea of writing a book, and a lot of people suggested, you should write a book about this. Well, now I have. I've done the book.
Well, that's great because I know I've been doing this a long time, and I know women really love to hear from a male perspective. So this is great. So tell us the 3 best tips that you can give us on how a woman can win a man over in the first 3 dates, because I think a lot of women have a hard time getting past 3 dates. So tell us, Nick, what's your first tip?
On the first date, if you are pretty sure you really like the guy, play it cool. Never be too eager, too keen. People read body language. So just smile, hold his gaze, be confident, listen to him when he wants to talk to you about himself, and vice versa, he should listen to you too. But join in the conversation. Don't just sit there mouse-like listening. Men love it when you engage too. They love a good chat. They love a good yak, not just with men, with women too. They really do. So don't just sit there super quiet. Engage, smile, enjoy the mutual vibe. A gentle peck on the cheek if you really like him and you know he likes you and he's not quite sure if he wants to go in for that. I really enjoyed this first date. Giving him the peck is that's a real green light, a real go ahead for like, yes, she likes me, I can ask her out again.
Oh, you mean when she's saying goodbye after the first date?
Yes, I should have said, when you're like, saying your first goodbye,
Because I was going to say on a first date, that might be a little forward if you're just sitting there and then all of a sudden you give him a peck on the cheek. It would be kind of like, oh, I'm getting lucky tonight, right?
Yeah, not in the middle of coffee, no. Just
No.
And he's standing there like, should I, shouldn't I? Peck him on the cheek if you like the guy.
Yeah, so I think that's really simple. And I just want to add to your first tip because I've also seen women, I know how you talked about don't just sit there and be quiet. I've also seen women do the exact opposite where they actually talk too much and the man doesn't get in a word in edgewise. And he sits there and goes, oh my God, is she going to talk all night? Does she even want to get to know me? So remember, there should be an equal balance of you getting to know each other, right?
Yeah, there's definitely, yeah.
Okay.
I think nerds do that a lot sometimes.
It's true. And I think, ladies, if you know that you tend to talk a lot, try to be more conscientious of it on a first date. So, Nick, what's your second tip?
I would have to say, even if you are nervous, and that's understandable, don't fidget and lock your body up completely closed like that straitjacket kind of thing. He will really think that he has no chance and you have disliked him right from the start, whether it's just his personality or his jacket. So again, just relax. Give him those little signs again, a little low-key hair toss in his direction with a little smile holding his gaze. That says volumes. That makes a man feel really good. He's doing well on this date. Those things are really noticed. Laugh, have a joke with each other. At the end of the day, you're 2 people enjoying each other's company. It's not an FBI examination. Just enjoy each other. Relax.
That is so true. It's not only it's not an FBI examination, it's not a job interview, because all too often I hear men tell me that they were on a first date and they felt like they were on a job interview because they felt they were being interrogated by this woman, and she was going down her checklist of does he have this, does he have this, and how much does he make? And Nick is laughing, ladies, as you could see, because he's been on these dates where he's had women do that, right?
It's true. You can feel like that. And then they can in turn be very defensive when you kind of ask a few questions back. So it really does feel like you're sitting in front of the boss sometimes. So yeah, just be aware of that.
Good. Okay, so what's your third tip?
Third tip, just be good, classy, pleasant company on a date. It will work wonders for you. Don't complain with a new guy you're seeing about like the weather or just trivial things. Glass is always half full. Just be happy, upbeat. At the end of the date, you go for a stroll somewhere. Hand holding is fine. A little peck on the cheek when you say goodbye. But making a guy feel like you are one of those women who are just easy to be around, you're classy, confident company, that really puts you right up the top of the list. And he's just thinking like, I'm definitely going to chase this lady. She's just got the whole package going. This feels good.
Well, and I just want to point out to the ladies that, this sounds so obvious about being positive and not being negative on a date, but actually I can't tell you how many times I've heard from men that she was so negative, she complained about this, she complained about her ex-boyfriend, and it's one of those things. You want to be positive, because what a man's thinking is, if she's this negative all the time, do I really want to see her again and hear all her negative things that she has going on in her life? So really keep it positive. And it's not to say that later on, right, Nick, in a relationship that you have to always keep it positive, because bad things happen. But in the beginning stages of dating, you really do need to try and stay as positive as possible.
You want to make that really good first impression if you really like the guy. Totally. Yeah.
Great. Well, these have been some great tips. So, Nick, tell our audience how they can find you and your book.
You can find the book. It's available in ebook format on Amazon.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on the Single and Stilettos show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you like to view the videos, you can go to singleandstilettos.com. And if you like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. If you like to get our free ebook on the 3 secrets guaranteed to attract any man based on scientific research, you can click right here on the video, or you can go to singleandstilettos.com.